Hi, Michael Hall here, President and CEO of the Love Research Institute, or LRI as we like to call it. Thanks for joining us in this second of the video series of True Love and Secrets of True Love. These are based on my latest book, Attracting and Keeping the Love of Your Life, 12 Secrets of Relationship Bliss. We are so focused on helping you get and keep the love of your life that we're doing a series of videos which also parallel what we do in workshops and seminars and that type of thing, so that you can be very aware of what you can do to strengthen your current relationship or find that right person and attract them into your life and have a great loving relationship. Real quickly, we're going to go over the second of this series, as I mentioned, the next 3 secrets. The first 3 secrets were to be attractive to the best of your ability. The second is to find the ideal person for you. Who is that person? Write that down. Give yourself some time to think about who it is you want to be with if you don't already have that person. And then third, be a great communicator. Work on your communication skills. Loving, sweet communications, not argumentative or combative. So today, let's talk about the next 3 secrets in the series, and that first thing is love and dating. Ooh, love and dating. You know, when we were younger and teenagers, it wasn't a problem for most of us to go out on dates and have fun. Mostly it was casual stuff, nothing serious. We never got serious about much of anything, unless you were just fortunate to have somebody sweet that came into your life and you wanted to really stay with them. Some people marry their high school sweethearts, and I'm proud of them for that. I don't know too many people like that, but there are some. So love and dating. Let's talk about dating real quick. There's a whole segment of a seminar that I do on that itself, especially online dating, and how those dating sites work and how you can find somebody. But let's talk about dating real quick. If you've been around the block a while, you know how it works. You ask somebody out, or they ask you out, and you go out somewhere, and you either go to dinner or a movie or some kind of an event. So what is it that happens on the date? Here's the best way to attract that person and to keep that person in your life if you've already found them, and that is to make sure it's a balanced conversation. In other words, it's not all about you, it's not all about them. It's not an interrogation process. It's sort of like a tennis match. You know, you have to give and take a little bit on each side. And you want to keep the conversation positive and upbeat. So many times I see and hear people get into negative topics and death, grief, sorrow, and murder that we see so much on the news. If you're on a date, try to avoid those kinds of topics because they're depressing. So we want to impress them, not depress them. So work on the selection of topics that you talk about, something that they're interested in. Hopefully you have some kind of mutual interest, whether it's music or sports or maybe work or something you do in the community, maybe your church or synagogue, whatever that is for you. Focus on talking about things that you have in common and the things that they like to talk about. This is a great way to make sure that the date goes well. Get in your mind that you're going to have a great time on the date and you're going to help them have a great time. In other words, it should be enjoyable for them to be with you. It's not that hard. Just think about that and make sure that you, again, balance that conversation. Dates can be casual, certainly should be casual at first, and as you get into the relationship, it may be a little bit more serious. But there's so many neat things you can go do. And that leads us to our next one, which is love and events and activities. Events and activities could be something fun like going to arts and crafts show or a concert, as I mentioned before, or a play or a movie or to dinner. Make sure when you go to dinner that you tell the hostess or host that you want to be seated in a place, in a section of the restaurant where the server is nice, they have a nice personality, they're very prompt with their service. Now, you may wonder, why would you bother to do that? It's just the luck of the draw. Well, no, not really. Because if you've been in situations like I have in past experiences, whether you're married or not married, where they seat you somewhere the waiter or waitress has an attitude, they're not good at what they're doing, they ignore you, they don't get your meal right, it just really dampens the whole atmosphere and spirit of the date. So make sure that you get in a good place if you go to a restaurant where the server is nice and prompt, they bring your food, they fill your tea glasses or whatever that is, so that contributes to a great experience when you go out with them. If you go to a sporting event, I know I've been to some sporting events where there's a lot of guys cursing around us, so be cognizant of that if you decide to take, if you're a guy and you decide to take a gal to some kind of sporting event. I don't know why they do this, it's unbelievable to me, but they do. So concerts, usually it depends on what it is. If you're both into that kind of music, that's great. My darling and I love going to concerts, and we do this all the time. I'm a musician and singer, so we love going to see people that we love to hear and have their CDs and so forth. So events and activities are so fun, and you can do things, you can even go to the park, take a walk or a hike or something. If you're an outdoors person, that's really fun stuff. Just go do something together and have some fun together. And then love and romance. Ooh, we spend a lot of time on this in the workshop. But I just want to tell you in this video that means saying loving things. We talked about this a little bit in my first video about being a loving communicator, saying nice things, loving things, complimentary things. That's just the start of that romance. Just making sure that verbal communication is there and they know that you really care about them. They know that you're thinking of them. Romance also means if you're a guy, sending her flowers for no reason, but certainly on their birthday and Valentine's Day and Mother's Day and all those other special occasions that we have throughout the year. Send them flowers to their work, not to the house. Send them flowers to their work. I'm shocked when I find out how few women get flowers at work. It's just unbelievable to me. So if you're a guy, send them flowers. You can even send chocolates and teddy bears now. Now if you're a woman who's watching this video, a lady, and you want to send something to the guy, you can send him a box of chocolates or send him something. I wouldn't send him flowers, but send him something, sports, football or something, I don't know, whatever he's into. But you could do that too. You could send fun things to them. With the power of the internet, you can do all kinds of fun things. So be creative. A gift basket, a lunch basket, you could do that. Take a basket to them and y'all can eat lunch outside or in the park or in the break room or whatever. Just be creative with that. When you're out to dinner, again, hold hands. I'm shocked at the number of couples I see who are not doing this and are not smiling and laughing. Older people I've observed in restaurants who, it's like two people on either side of a prison table. They're eating their meals and they're sort of looking at each other every now and then, but there's no conversation. You may have seen this. If you haven't, check this out. I feel sorry for them because they're missing out on the romance that can be had in a great relationship. So, in conclusion, keep focused. We have the top three: being attractive, finding your ideal person, working on your communication skills, and then exploring the dating scene and how that plays out for you and what you can do to make that date a great experience for both the other person and yourself. Make sure it's a great opportunity for you to really get to know one another and have fun together. And then events and activities sort of play into the dating scene. They don't have to be. If you've been in a relationship and you want to keep that alive, get out of the house, get up off the couch, and go do stuff. There's so much to do no matter where you live. If you live in a small town, go to the big town. You can go fishing. You can do all kinds of fun stuff. So be creative with that and go to events and activities. You'll really find that enriches the relationship. It really helps you and them to have a great experience together. And then love and romance. Be romantic. Say nice things to them. Say, I love you. I really love you. Not, I love you. Yeah, I love you. I've seen guys do this. So, and I do this in my workshop. I had some kind of fun with that. So in conclusion, check those things out. Love and dating, events and activities, and then be romantic. Focus on being a romantic person. Whether you're a guy or a gal watching this, just be romantic. Think about how can I be romantic with this person. Sending them love notes, sending them love email. Of course, G-rated. if it's at their work, don't say anything other than that. Be nice, have fun with them, and you'll find that you're attracting and keeping the love of your life. You can visit my blog at loveresearchinstitute.com. Check that out. We have prizes and stuff we give away. You actually give away free stuff. And we've got some other fun upcoming activities planned. So check that out as well. You can go to our events page and go to my blog and check that out. This is Michael Hall with the Love Research Institute. I appreciate you watching this video, and we'll see you soon. Be in love. Goodbye.